Okay, let's try this again. Of course, there'd be no sound. Let's see if it'll let me go back to it. I'm going to let you know that you're going to hear some of that, some of squeakings, because we have lightning and thunder going on outside. Nothing I can do about it. It doesn't want to go outside, just wants to lay down and be upset. So trigger warning, this video contains highly sensitive topics and may be triggering to some individuals. It's okay to step away, so please take care of yourself. I believe in you taking care of yourself more than I believe in having a view. Absolutely. Chat rules: 0 tolerance of racism, homophobia, derogatory remarks, spamming, or self-promoting. No debates, no fighting. Please be kind and respectful to your host, guests, and mods. Absolutely. Absolutely. So let me make sure. Freezing and Project No Sound. Thank you so much for letting me know. I'm working. Hopefully I fixed it. Everything's good. It is not Liz and Carrie today. It's gonna be me. And if I will again say, if you need to exit for any reasons, please definitely let me know, because it's just me. Please be aware. So let's say hi to some people and then we'll do this. Rhonda here. And for those of you that did not get a message and that look forward to the messages, I've been asked by more than 10 people to not send the messages. And because I personally send them, it's not someone else sending them. It's not a bulk message that goes out. It's literally me going to each person's name and sending it. So because of that, I'm going to back off of sending those for right now. If you love them, definitely let me know. But other than that, I'm trying to be respectful to everybody else. Mena, thank you so much for being here. I know that you had to get out of here because, it's really early where you're at. Jamie Palmer, hey, Rhonda, Mena, and Liz, how's it going today? Today is going to be one of those interesting days. It's going to be an interesting topic, everybody. And I do want you to add again, can't do nothing about it. If you have any comments, questions, concerns, let me know along the way. Dip me in glitter. Hey, always to the best. Still love your name, Bubba. It's okay. It's just lightning. Yeah, he doesn't like lightning. I don't know why. He can, for some reason, when it's lightning and thunder, he can't do it. When it's just thunder, he just gets a little scared, everybody. I'm probably missing names, and for that, I am truly sorry. Again, Freezy New Project. I love this. To the fact that you went to La Poubelle to go to the bathroom. That's a good place to go. Don't drink anything there, anybody. Don't eat anything. I'm just saying, you never know what's in it. Okay, trying to say, everybody. Mary, good to see you. I say I'm as old as dirt. Well, I say that I was, my mom was around during the dinosaurs, all the good stuff. Summer Savage, no sound. Hopefully I got that fixed. Miss Sunrise Dawn, hi from North Georgia, no sound. Poet, no sound. Jen, no sound. I'm definitely working on it. Hopefully it fixed. Psych, it's Tara. Hey, Liz. No Talk Tony's in the house. And Walsh, I think I got the sound fixed. So hopefully made it better for everybody. Parallel Jen, thank you so much for coming. You're talking to yourself. Well, I do that a lot too. Bubba, hold on one second, guys. Let me just take care of this real quick. So Sassy Sister, thank you so very much. Heather, thank you so much for coming. Susan P, I'm probably going to have to let him out, guys. Sorry about that. Super Pup, so good to see you. Bam, you're not helping. Yes, if you guys want to talk, and this is another important one. If you need a mod during the live, and I'm going to be completely honest with you, if you need a mod, or you say the word pineapple, use the emoji. I will happily end my live to make sure that you're okay. I'd rather end a live than find out that anybody is not doing okay, that I could have maybe talked to someone and been someone's friend, and so they didn't go for a drink. I could have been someone's friend so they didn't go for that drug. If they're having a really horrible moment, if you are in a mental health crisis, I would rather hear from you than never hear from you again. So please take me up on it. You're more than welcome to email me at savebobferris@gmail.com. But I really mean it. I will end my live right then and there. Pat, oh, hi, folks. Good to see you. Dawn in Wyoming is here. Okay, I think Katz was. Hey, Liz, big fan. Happy to catch a live. Well, fantastic. I'm glad to see you here. Okay, yeah, he could be interesting, everybody. And Belle, wow, caught alive. Love to you, Liz. Looking good, girl, right? My cut is clean. We're all ready for this weekend. Yep, we're looking good. What is this? Susie SP Squirrel. Hi everyone. Hugs for all the second gems. I love your name too. Why does everybody create such amazing names? And here I am, and I'm just like, I'm just gonna tell you my, you know, I didn't even want to think of a name because you all already knew me as Liz Ferris. Make it make sense. Good to see you. It is always good to see you, lady. Okay, Anne, thank you so very much for coming. Anna, sound is good. It's fixed. Fantastic. Swedish Lena, good afternoon, everyone from Australia. We have Natalie VB Light Breeze. Good evening. All right, and I know there's a lot of interviews going on. Dee Dee, Grouchy Mama Bear, I am so glad to see you. Bear's mom. Okay. I don't get the negative responses from former Scientologists hating on Mike, Leah, and Claire, Mark, Mike Brown. Aaron, okay. Okay. Hating on Mike, Leah, Amy, former Scientologists. I am not sure who the former Scientologists are that are hating all of us. But I will go into a little bit of this. I received what I'd like to call a nasty gram. It was an email asking me why I'm being so nasty to the original OGs. Now I'm thinking you mean original gangsters. I'm gonna have to say I'm not. As far as I was originally concerned, and I didn't want to have this conversation, but we're gonna have this bloody conversation because you know what, I'm not. I don't like emails like that. If you want to reach out to me and have a good day. Spirited Dragonfly, good to see you. Unicorn fart type of day. Yes. So if you want to reach out to me and have a conversation where it's basically like, hey, what's going on with your dad? Hey, I'm about to have a drink. Hey, I'm about to do a drug. Hey, I'm having a bad day. You want to reach out to me? Fine. Absolutely fine. But here's the problem that I do have. I am very much the nicest person, per a lot of people, that I handle things very nicely, because I think we're all human. I'm not asking for anyone to be deleted. I'm not asking for anyone to be erased. I've never asked for any of that. That's not within my repertoire. And yes, I am wearing the dead agent rabbit. I am wearing her merch because, it deserves it. And it has another story. Totally forgot I was wearing this. And I went to see my mom today. Yeah. So when all of that went down with Aaron, I didn't want to pick a side because you know what? One side knew my dad, was helping me get my dad. And here's Aaron, who I love, who's very kind to me, that has this amazing reach. And you know what? After I got to know him as a human being, has one of those amazing hearts that, unfortunately, whether he's hot-headed or not, that's none of my business. Because guess what, guys? I'm hot-headed. I am a hot-headed person. It takes a lot for me to calm down once I get mad. But I didn't want to pick a side. So before I did a live with Mark and Claire, because I was supposed to be finding out about my dad and finding out like a story about my dad, something I didn't have. Because again, guys, I've been going off the impression, Bubba, it's okay, I'm not mad. I've been going off this impression that Hold on, guys. I have to fix this. Hold on 1 second. Hold on. Okay, I'm hoping. Sorry about that. I apologize. I'm truly apologize. But again, I hold on. I just saw a question. So basically, I reached out to Aaron. I let him know, hey, I'm doing this live, because he's a human being. He has feelings. And you know what? I didn't want to pick a side. I wanted to be neutral. I wanted honestly to be Switzerland, and everything happened the way that it happened. And then more of Aaron, and then more responses, and then more of belittling people, and then more of this and that and this and that. I don't want the OGs to be erased. I am fully aware that most of them have started this. But at the same time, it does feel a little wonky for me. It feels wonky. A lot of the second gens have a lot of people gave me a heads up. Hey, just be careful. Just be careful. And it was people that knew the situation. And so I'm like, I like to make my own choice. I like to live on the wild side. Oh crap. Because a lot of these women were telling me that I'm like a family member. And you know how good that felt? Do you know how good that honestly felt when someone was like, you're like my daughter? And it was someone that I respected in the Sea Org. And it was someone that name rang with fear. And then to hear nothing but crickets and dead air, like before I even made any kind of statement, before I told anybody, before any of that happened, I was dropped like a cold potato, like I didn't matter, like nothing I've ever been through mattered. So you know what? In that situation, you're giving me no choice. You're already you're telling me to pick, and I won't. And that's what I was saying. And then now it's like we're months from all of this happening, and it's cricket still. So again, I'm hurt. I'm devastated because someone, again, love bombed me and made me feel like they cared, and made me feel like, yes, getting my dad out was the only thing that mattered. And yes, I fully understand how you feel. And oh, all of us know about your story, and it's going to be so big. And I don't care if it's big. I'm not trying to make this big, huge scene. I'm just trying to make a better place for so many people to have a safety net to fall on. I'm literally human. I'm figuratively, there's no other way around it. I'm a human being. I have emotions that don't work very well. I'm sorry, I grew up in a cult, but I'm working on it. But I made a decision, and I made a decision for the person that never asked me to choose. Because you know what? Aaron never asked me to choose. Never dead aired me, never made me feel like garbage, never made me, feel like I suddenly didn't matter. Yeah. Cat woes. Amy Scobie telling all the second gems she loves them like a mother, then dumping them like a Scientologist mom. Yeah. And let me tell you, it hurts just as much, because you feel like you're finally getting a mom. You feel like you're finally getting someone who knows what you've been through. You know, this person also knew that I tried to jump off the building. I didn't have to explain it like I was a piece of garbage. I was ready to die. I'm sorry. I was. That's where I was in that moment. But she knew what I'd been through and still wanted to be there for me. This woman that had been talking out and had a voice and, you know, now feels like dead air. And I hate that. So I chose the person that didn't make me feel like garbage. I chose a friend. I chose a human being who'd been wronged. If you go back and look at this situation, look at it from everyone on the outside, just take a deep breath, take a step back. There's something going on where you're dropping us like we don't even matter because we're not coming for you. This isn't a giant fight. Why is my thing a fight? Because supposedly I'm trying to fight, you know, the originals, and no, nobody's trying to fight anybody. I'm trying to get my dad out. And this will be the last nasty response I have in regards to this. I'm not going to keep doing it. I'm not going to keep saying that I'm not gunning for anybody. I don't want to be a celebrity. I'm not trying to be like, oh my God, like, Liz, will you sign my paper? Will you sign my wrist? I really just love you. No, as I just made myself, sorry about that, guys. I'm literally someone that went through hell and back that didn't have anybody to fall back on. And when I fell back on someone, you know, I got betrayed a lot. And then I finally woke up from Scientology's grasp. I woke up from their garbage, from, you know, the shit they were going through, thanks to an amazing partner. She warned me because she has this gut intuition about a lot of things. She warned me that I was going to end up getting hurt from certain people because the way that they were treating me. And I didn't want to see it. I didn't. Let me grab some of these starred comments. I know a few of you guys made comments, and I'm sorry, and we're going to keep going. But I wanted to get that out first. I'm not telling anybody to stop fighting. I'm not telling anybody to. Cinderella, good to see you. Oops. Freeze the New Project. Let me grab this real quick. Comment, Liz. You aren't a celebrity. You're one of the most powerful, ultra rare Pokemon cards in the game. Thank you so much. That's amazing. That is amazing. Thank you so much, Freezino. But I'm literally here because I wasn't going to speak out. I wanted to listen to some shows and learn something and maybe make a friend. That's what I was originally looking at when I first turned on YouTube. Is maybe I'll recognize someone. Maybe I'll make a friend. Maybe I'll find a missing piece to my life because I have so many blank spots and so many weird memories that don't make sense. They don't add up. And Bambino's outside and it just started pouring. Sweet. Yep. But I literally wanted to make a friend, and I did. And I made a friend. And then from making that friend, I've made other friends. I've made family. I've met Nora, who I call on a regular basis to, you know, to go over ideas. Here's how much I call her, and I rely on these people as my friends and my family. And you know what? They don't drop me. They don't make me feel like I'm less than or like I don't matter. I walked into my mom's wearing this sweatshirt, totally forgetting about it. As soon as I got it, I immediately put it on because I had to start wearing it. And I know Cece asked or made a statement. Question: did your mom mention your sweatshirt? Don't imagine she knows who Rabbit is. No, she did not know who Rabbit was, but she did did not quite understand the dead agent related to her. So I had to explain it. I had to explain some of the emails. I had to explain a lot of what's going on. And because again, I've made her fully aware that I'm trying to get my dad out. And I've made her fully aware that I'm talking out. She said, okay, spill your guts, spill your whole life. Okay, sweet. I'm not holding anything back. I didn't expect you to. Here's the thing. If people, I don't know if they're trolls. I don't know if whatever it is that's going on, but I was upset. My mom saw the sweatshirt and I was upset. So I told her what was going on between the OGs, the originals, and then the newer generation, which were the children that were being trafficked, sexually abused, and told to die, told to make a hole, and pretty much, you didn't exist. But in the process of telling my mom, she said she's willing to come online. I am not telling you this because I'm going to be doing any of that. She's not ready right this second, but she says she will absolutely come on here and explain what happened while she was in Florida and while she was the LRH comm. So we all know what year I was there. So, but in the process of that, I have asked the one person that I truly know would understand and would be able to talk to her, because we pretty much have the same mom. It's not the best of moms, but we still will do anything and throw ourselves in front of a bullet for our moms. So yeah, I asked Nora if she would be the one willing to talk to my mom when she's ready. And again, if things keep popping out, she knows a lot. Remember, she was the LRH comm. You have the captain, you have the LRH comm. So when things are going down, those two communicate. So knock off the bullshit, because I'm tired of having to tell my mom what's going on, and I'm tired of you thinking that you can break me with my mom. So please understand, I may be telling a lot of you guys things that you would never do, and I'm sorry, but the only way I know to sit there and give something less power is to put it out in the open. So that is a big one I do, is I like to put things out in the open. I did see a few other people joined in. I saw Mandy's in here, so thank you so very much. Lori, thank you everyone for being in here. Ann Bell, you have made more than just one friend. You have a whole community that really does care about your well-being and each other. Yes, I finally have a group where I feel not only like Liz Gale, Alicia, like I call Alicia, once a day, just to bounce something off of her that I may not understand. But then she offers the best friendship. She's a hug in a phone call, and then Liz, you just can't, I'm counting it down, guys. I'm counting it down. Okay. But yes, thank you so much for this community, because you know what? The one thing that has not happened in this community, I have not been dropped because what? I don't agree with the situation. The one thing I've learned is you have to start asking questions. And the one thing I do know is as the second gen community, or a third or fourth or fifth, the generation community will always be there for each other. And that's because so many of our stories are the same, that if I found out that someone down the street was a second gem, third gem, I love the word gem, by the way. And they suddenly needed help. I'm already gone. What do you need? What can I help with? What can I do? Do you need a hug? I would be there in a heartbeat. Just like if any of you guys call, I'm going to be there. If you need me, I'm going to be there. Susie SP Squirrel, can we hire a PI and find Liz's dad, Bob. We know exactly where he's at. I know exactly where he's at because he is at the Golden Era Productions base, also known as Hemet base. He is at that standing location. Mike has already I saw on Mike's live where my dad's room was. So at least I've got a vicinity. And my goal is to shout as loud as possible and finally get that man to come out and face me. And if he says the words, take me, I'm taking him wherever he wants to go and nobody can stop me. So yeah. All right, let me try to grab this because it does go by a little faster, guys. But yeah, I'm telling you guys this because it hurt my feelings. It hurt my feelings in a way that implied like I wasn't around for people, that I'm not kind to people. And you know what? That is at the core what I wish, if you ever die, if many years from now, if you ever think of, you know what, I want people to remember me as this. I want everyone to remember me as kind, me as gentle, me as the person that would always be there. That's how I want people to remember me. Not for a money status, not for fame, not for glory. Well, maybe a little glory, because maybe a little, because once I have my dad, like that's glory. Once we stand up for what's right, that's glory. Good for you for not holding back to your mom. It's very good. She listened to you. Good for you. Yeah. And she's still that mean woman that you know. She's just not, she's a little weaker, but when it comes to my mother, she knew. She was one of those watchers where it's like people were either, now Cece, you can either confirm this or tell me that I'm barking up the wrong tree. The one thing that I do know is my mom, although very evil to me, people either wanted to be her or they were scared of her. Those were the two options. It's the weirdest thing when everybody had, like, so many people had that feeling when it came to my mom. They either wanted to be her or they feared her. Comments. One thing I hate about Scientology is this stems from all their abuses, the damn labels. I hate labels. Yeah, and I'm not a big fan of labels either. But I do say the gay. Used and abused and discarded. Yeah, where one minute I was a friend. I thought we were friends. I was wrong. Okay. Yes, we know never late. Whatever time you get here is the time you were supposed to be here. Okay. Okay. I forgot Liz's email. Can someone remind me? Absolutely. It is savebobferris@gmail.com. I'm trying to get through some of the notes. I'm sorry for the dead air, everybody. Yeah. I think Nora's great. She's very common. She's basically, she's a very funnier me. Like I'm like a funny level, like maybe a 3. I'm going to give myself a 3.5. But you know what? She's like a 7. And on a good day, like I'm doing the and making funny faces, but she's got that quick wit that's like, yes. Yes, thank you so very much, Miss Sunrise Dawn. Thank you so very much. Yes, Nora is awesome. Great choice, Nora. Absolutely. Dawn, how have you been? Okay. Cece, wow, that's such great news that your mom is open to an interview. That's huge. I'm pretty sure she's not calling it a interview. She's calling it a come to Jesus. Without that. Yeah, Jane Doe, free Bob Ferris. Okay, I'm seeing if she responded again because it's kind of important if I know that anybody. There's so many. You know what? I will respond to this one. I will always be anyone's rock. And Mandy, you've been there for me when at the last second I had nobody, and you know what? You stepped up like ka-ting, and yeah. Update on DUA court tomorrow. Go to Jacob Harkey's channel for details. Yes, I did hear that he has details. Okay, Kim Wiseman, since we are on a different path, because you have to get either Adult Protective Services or a police officer to say that he's incompetent. Well, both the Adult Protective Service that went to see him and the police officer both said that he looked very competent. He was fine. Does it bother me tremendously that the Adult Protective Services person didn't take him aside or ask him any questions? Yes. Do I believe that the cop has any way of is there any way to trust them? Not anymore. Yeah. Not anymore. I do not trust them as far as I can throw them. And you know what? I can still pitch everybody, but you know what? Yeah. All right. Come on, Susie. Come on, go. Gary, I feel like drinking. What's your phone number? I don't give out my phone number, but you're more than welcome to email me at savebobferris@gmail.com. I'm not going to put my phone number on the internet, guys. That's my private time. But if it is really a pineapple moment, definitely. All right. Haha. Well, let's see. She was never my boss, so we were sort of friends. Well, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Let's see. All right, Gary, how are you? Yes, please email me if you need anything. Just send that email, and you know what? We'll talk, and then we'll see what we can do on, making sure that you're okay. Because you know what? It sucks to feel alone, and I've been there. I've been that person that was so alone that when you're sitting by yourself in a bathroom wondering if life is a good place to be or not, it's really scary when you're alone, because then your mind starts responding, no, it's not a good place. And you don't have anyone that counteracts it. And so it's better to have someone there. And if I can be there for anyone, please let me be there. Okay, so Gary, thank you so very much. Fancy Face, can I plug Tommy? The Lifeboat is one of my favorites. So what time is it? If whatever the reason is, we'll definitely see it in regards to that. Okay. Fancy Face, AA is good. It's a step. Don't make drinking buddies, please. I've seen it happen. Me too. I've seen that happen when it came to NA, where they went from not doing anything to suddenly they were doing drugs together. So, yes. Gary, anytime you need a friend, anyone here can definitely do it. Okay, Fancy Face. It is okay. It is literally the reason I use pineapple is because one, it's my favorite fruit. Two, our house is kind of decorated with a lot of pineapples, so it's it's her favorite all-time scenario. So I use the word pineapple so that way someone can just say a word and we're all looking without anybody having to start an argument with someone, because that's once they have to start an argument with someone, then you never know what word is going to be the last word you hear. So it's better to not have the last word. Okay. Yes. I am a firm believer in being there for anyone. Right. Don, Gary, you're on the lifeboat, babe. Please reach out to Tommy. You are loved and you've got this, sweetheart. That's right. That is absolutely right. If you're on the lifeboat, he's been great. He has absolutely been. When it comes to Tommy, it's nice that someone understands me on the level of the alcohol that I had a problem with, the drugs that I had a problem with, because I kept searching for an answer as to why I was not a good human being. Um, it You get told that you're crap for so long, you actually start believing it. You start believing that no matter what you've gone through, what you've been through, it's crap. It's nothing. Everybody else is worse. And for me, I then started numbing the pain with a white substance. After numbing the pain with a white substance, I got clean, and it took a lot. I got shaky. I'm not going to lie. Sometimes you slip, but the trick is how you get back up. And I got back up by getting right off the stuff and making sure that I didn't touch it again, and making sure none of my friends would touch it, because you never know when is the last one. So, um, it it can be very unique for me, but with Tommy, he understood how I felt, how, like, this wasn't about being famous. It was really about getting people clean, being there for people, being the best human being that you can be, being that person that someone can reach out to. Okay, blackmail. Well, that's a unique name. You can't be everyone's sponsor. Some can be abusive. Yeah, some can. And you know what? You're absolutely right. I can't be everyone's sponsor, but what I can do is have people be there for each other. I can be someone they reach out to. I've had people reach out to me that were, may not have been the best, but you know, we do the best that we can, and I still have faith in humanity, because it was a lot better than what I had. And I'll be damned if I go back in that direction of following orders. So what? Now I'm just curious. Yes, he robbed banks. Um, I'm basically, I was unemotional with so many people that it got to be a point where they were throwing their emotions at me, and I didn't know how to handle emotions. So I broke a lot of hearts. Is it the same as robbing banks? No. I also got my heart broken quite a bit when I did try. I was not always a good person. Sometimes I was a jerk. Sometimes I was an asshole. Sometimes, you know, I did things that I'm not proud of. I've never now I've broken the law. I'm not going to lie. You know what? I've broken the law. I've sped. I had illegal substances in my vehicle. You know, I don't anymore. I don't do anything along that source. I'm kind of boring. But once you've been through hell and back, you get kind of boring. Now, if this was to a negative condensation, nobody has to be perfect. And you know what? To me, I'd rather have someone have experience than be perfect. Because if you're perfect, you're lying. So I'm just saying, I don't care what he did. He's trying to correct those actions. Okay. Mandy, I've been to jail. Yeah. Nobody's perfect. I'm telling you, if someone comes up to you, and I'm going to say this for everybody in the back to hear. First of all, if someone comes up to you and says that they're perfect, they've never gone through anything, they're lying. They're lying because, again, everyone falls for some kind of snake oil. Snake oil, whether it be a cult, whether it be a boyfriend, whether it be a girlfriend, whether it be, an abusive situation. Nobody's life is perfect, but it makes us who we are. How we challenge ourselves at the end of the story is again who we are. Nobody's perfect. People that are still in Scientology, again, nobody's perfect. They still have the snake oil belief. Really, but it doesn't make them less than human because, again, they're still human. My dad's still human. He's still my father. And again, he's probably done things that he is not proud of. I had a friend once that taught me how to pickpocket. I had another friend that thought it would be cool to steal from a shop. And what did I steal? I stole one condom keychain and which, again, I'm gay. So the condom keychain, really? Like, what's it going to do? And just in case an emergency, break for a cigarette. Congratulations. Yeah, that phone call where my mom found out about that, that was not fun. But here's the thing. She was putting a lot of stuff in my backpack as she was walking by. So I got charged with an actual crime. They only dropped it because you know what? Honestly, I don't know, because they were really ready to charge me with a crime. And I have no idea what was in my backpack. So again, nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect at all. And you know what? If anybody says that's, that's just silly people.
That's just poppycock.
That's just poppycock. I stole gum and lip gloss when I was 9. See? Gum and lip gloss.
I had a reputation at...
Nobody can hear you.
I know. I'm telling you. I had a reputation at... What's that expensive store in the mall?
I have no idea. Express?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I had a reputation there. Whoops.
Yeah, right here. Liz stealing condom keychains. Oh my God. So criminal. Not. Yeah, well, I didn't own it. And the worst part was I had the money in my pocket. I should have just bought it. But she said, just do it. It'll feel so good. And you know what? So I fall to peer pressure very easily. Yes, they do. Yes, they absolutely do. And they have full consent. Yep, that's right. Again, we all make mistakes. We're not perfect. It's how you get up from that mistake, not continue making mistakes, not continue pushing people over. It's how you get up from that mistake. I stole a pair of cheap earrings when I was 12 a long time ago. I still feel horrible. Right? I still feel horrible for the condom keychain. Like, what was I going to do with it? If I was going to do something stupid, I might as well have been something worthwhile. Gillian, thanks for being here on YouTube. Love you and Carrie. Thank you so much. She is actually not assisting me. I am doing it all by myself today. I'm very proud of myself. And I'm still angry. I'm still very angry for someone sending me that. Oh.
I just got home and I forgot your phone.
Yes, she did just get home. That is an amazing excuse, because the torrential downpour that my dog is sitting in is amazing. Okay, good. Okay, good. Because, all right. I think I got everybody. Does anybody have any questions? Something that, so honestly, would I recommend? Yes. If what I would recommend anybody that is not subscribed to Tommy to go subscribe, because again, he's an amazing human being and he cares. Yep. Well, he's not a puppy. He's 10, everybody. I talk to him like he's a puppy because he is like my baby. Um, but he, when they tell you get a husky,
It'll
say
be
no.
fun, they said.
Because it's there. It'll be fun, they said. No, it won't. It won't. I promise you. They chew on houses. They chew on furniture. They destroy everything. And if it's a boy, yeah, pees everywhere, no matter what. No matter what.
Even if he's got nothing left in him.
Yeah, even if it's empty, he's still trying to empty the tank. Like, tank is empty. Okay. Summer, thank you. I just saw that message. Thank you so much. Okay. Any fur baby is a baby. That's right. Yeah. It's what he does. Although today there was so much pouting going on in the house because we had a little bit of, how do you call it? Catastrophe. Totally made that word up. That's right. Cece, is there going to be a meetup for fans for Saturday? You know what? Honestly, I haven't thought about it. If someone wants to come, absolutely. Now I'd prefer not the word fans. How about friends? Anything like that, like meet up with friends. Fans sounds like I want to be famous. Lindy, please tell me the OGs in Scientology don't know where your mom is. Perhaps you should have surprised us with the interview instead of announcing it. No. Go ahead. She a little old lady, and she got some serious anger issues. So if Scientology wants to go see her, good luck. So yeah, and besides that, all the neighbors watch out for the little old lady. And there's a Marine that's right next door. Okay. And I had a husky for years. My backyard often looks like it snowed in the middle of summer. Yes. Mine ate a $1,700 couch. And a house, probably about 300 sprinklers, Okay. Oh, okay, good. I hope to get to LA again. Well, I hope so too. All right. Blackmail. No, yeah, no, never a husky. No. Would I do it again? He's so beautiful. I could honestly say maybe. But I think she'd say no. Want another husky?
No. That's how I feel about that.
I don't even know what to say to you on that. Oh, Lordy. Ex-alcoholic and druggie here. We're all our worst person ever while using it. Takes a long time to gain trust back, and believe me, I know. Yeah, it does. It does take a long time to get trust back. And you know what? Once you get that trust back, you're not willing to let it go again. Ann Walsh, question, could COS release your dad if they knew your mom was going to talk? I don't know. It's not like my mom would be like, do it, or I'm going to say something. She doesn't care about, unfortunately, does not care about my father. The animosity is still real. The hatred is still very real. But other people, here's the thing. My mom's doing it because a lot of shit is happening, and it's like we're trying to be separated into a group. We're trying to be bundled, and we're back to being in a cult, and we're not a cult. And my mom feels like she needs to come to my defense, come to my aid, because again, she's not the same person that she was. She definitely tries to still be that person occasionally. But honestly, she's not the same person. She is a little better. She's still mouthy. Sorry. I'm so lost. I'm so lost about the Gary thing. We just offered to chat. I'm sitting at home alone, bored. I'm not sure about that person either, but maybe I'll get an email and we'll find out. Oh, that's right. That's right. You already told me. Sorry about that. So I do want to say thank you so very much for coming. I feel a little better. I'm still a little angry. My love is home and I don't want to spend time with her. So I love you all. Thank you so much for coming. I apologize if, my anger issue was in there, but we all have them and none of us are perfect. So I probably hopped around because I was mad. And other than that, have a good day. I will race you to the chat. Don't forget to smash the like, hit subscribe, everyone. We are so close to the 5,000 where my love will actually be joining me face to face. So close. We're literally 700 away. So share, like, follow, do what you need to do. If the 30% that just watches, thank you so much for watching, but smash that subscribe. I'm telling you, please help me get to 5,000. So thank you so very much. I do love you all. And thank you everyone that reached out to me, that everyone that messages me, but I can be there for anyone that needs it. So love you all. Race you the comments.